just like my situation this morning, one of the people involved made the comment of, oh, we don't want to end up in the news because, we called someone on dress code and all of that. And it had me thinking all day, like, is that really how we make decisions now? We're worried about making the news. We're worried about others' opinions. We're worried about stepping on toes. And, we make the decision that stirs the pot the least, that causes the fewest ripples. I don't remember very many people throughout history making changes by using that kind of mindset.
Right.
But yet that is how we're limited as educators is, oh, well, we don't want the parent to get upset at us for this. We don't want this person or this group to have anything to say. We don't want to have to hear from them. And my thinking is be strong and be confident in what you do. So when these people come at you, you're ready to respond. You have a reason because you've kept the students at the center of your attention, the center of your mindset, so that you're able to answer these questions and you're able to explain why these decisions are made. And if they have questions or they want to, they want to be upset at you for that, then okay, let's talk. Let's figure this out. And if their mindset isn't where it needs to be, then it might go in one ear and out the other. But I'm not going to back down from making good decisions just because I'm scared of who's going to disagree with them.
Very well said. Ray?
I mean, my frustrations with the school systems, I mean, just feeling like as a teacher, sometimes you just have one hand tied behind your back. You can't make all the decisions you'd like to do to help out your children or your students, excuse me. Although they feel like children after as much time as you spend with them. Sometimes you don't have that great support system at home that you'd like to rely on for each of the kids. So not having that backup support as well. I mean, not that you can't always control that, and that doesn't necessarily have to do with the education system itself, but it definitely involves a stakeholder in that process.
Yeah.
But
it's got to be frustrating to put all this work in helping this child become a better citizen. You're making better decisions and growing as a person, and then a weekend could knock that out.
Exactly.
I would always have especially with students that they would spend a weekend with one parent and a weekend with a different parent, back and forth, and different house rules, and you'd have they'd have the one parent that's very very almost too strict in some cases,
right?
And then you have the other parent that's just whatever you do, and they come back and you could tell just by their Monday behavior which parent they stayed with. I very well said. Flipping the script, and I want to tweak how I ask this. Favorite positive moment from this past year of teaching? What has been just that cool yes moment that you've had with teaching, or has there been one? Or is it more of a general feeling?
I know for me that it has been hearing my students from last year say, hey, when are you going to come back and teach us again? We miss you as a teacher. And I just think always hearing that, it's usually the kids that you were toughest on and you thought, they're going to be glad to be rid of me. But yet the next year you hear they appreciated that structure. They want me to come back. So I think comments like that helped me to stay in the right mindset and realizing that whatever my title is, I'm still a teacher. I will always be a teacher. I will always be a kids first, help you however I can kind of person. And regardless of how my title changes or my location changes, that's what I'm all about.
I mean, for me, it's always when a student accidentally calls you dad.
Yes.
And I'm like, or mom. There we go. Because my mission, and I told them this at the beginning of every school year, I want this to feel like your second home, or at least how your home should feel like. And they feel so comfortable, and you built that trust with them, and that slips out. And of course, they catch it the very next second. They're like, I'm sorry, Mr. Chavarria. I'm like, don't apologize. I take that as a compliment.
Huge.
But
huge.
That along with, and I got to see a lot of this in Virginia Beach when the students come into your classroom year after year after year, and they've already been through your classroom, and they're just popping in just to say hi each morning. I mean, that was always the hugest feather in my cap. And even this year, I've had the ability to tell them, hey, you guys aren't done with me yet. You guys are going to get me next year for math. So just to see the excitement in their faces was worth all the hundreds of hours of preparation and lessons plans and just putting together the best possible plan I could for them to be successful this school year.
Catch full episodes of the Educators Podcast every Thursday at 4 p.m. Real educators with the real issues in education. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, take care of yourself. Jeans passes to anyone who likes, shares, and comments on this video. Have a great week.